Hey everyone, it's Vicky, and you should know this by now. Anyway, so people, there's this huge thing happening tomorrow. TNA is going head to head with WWE for the second time, and a lot of people have a lot of different emotions and reactions to this, and people asked what my thoughts were, and some of them who asked that were complete WWE maniacs like I am. Oh, and if you're looking for orgasms in this video, I don't have any to give to you right now. I'm really sorry. I apologize. So, if you want orgasms, just turn it off, because they're not coming. I'm sorry. I apologize. Anyway, so a lot of people who asked my opinion on this were, huge WWE fans, because they know I am a big one as well. And then some asked who were, in the middle, who kind of like asked me like who should I watch, WWE or TNA? Like they're kind of unsure, and they just wanted my opinion for some reason. I have to say that in TNA's defense, the last time that they went live against Raw, they did a great show. And I think there were a lot of different factors going into why TNA's show was so great on January 4th. One of them was it was the debut of Hulk Hogan, which by itself was very impressive. It was the highest rated segment I think TNA had ever had. I think, don't quote me on that. But it was the highest rated segment for the show, and that was huge. Seeing Hogan was huge again. So many people love him, and then you had a bunch of surprise guests, like the Nasty Boys and Val Venus, and Jeff Hardy and Shannon Moore were there, and so there were a lot of surprise guests, and I think that really helped TNA out, kind of not knowing who's gonna show up. Oh, Ric Flair, it's another one. Not knowing who's gonna show up really helped TNA in that sense, because you just want to watch it to see who's going to be there. Unfortunately, I don't know how much of that they can do tomorrow. I think there's probably a good chance that Jeff Hardy or at least Shannon Moore will be there. I don't really think people care if Shannon Moore is there. They just want to see Jeff Hardy. So if it's just Shannon Moore, people are going to be a little bit bummed. But you never know. And then I heard they got RVD, which interests me because I love RVD. I'm a very big fan of his. So that was a good get. That really was. And I know Rob was saying that he would probably end up at TNA at one point, and I guess the point has come. So we'll have to see if he actually shows up. So those are two big excitement factors. You have Jeff Hardy, and then you have RVD. And then the other, big excitement thingy is Hogan and Abyss going against AJ Styles and Ric Flair. Now this confuses me. It really confuses me. My friend Al, big Kick-Ass Wrestling on here, made an excellent point, and I'm totally gonna copy his point. Deal with it. Anyway, he said that it would have just been a better idea to go with Ric Flair one-on-one against Hulk Hogan, and I would have to very much agree. I understand that they can't exactly go in the ring like they used to. Hogan is really he's really, in poor shape. Not poor shape physically, but, he's in a lot of pain a lot. So, and, they're getting older. And so they can't really go to the point where they, once would have. And so I think that's really where Abyss and AJ Styles come into play. However, I keep hearing that Well, I shouldn't say keep hearing. I've heard it like twice, but I just think it sounds like a really good idea. That Hogan might possibly turn on Abyss. Now, I like Abyss a lot, so I hope he doesn't get beat up too bad. But I think if that happens and they have some sort of new TNA, Hogan's TNA going against old TNA, which would be Jarrett's TNA, and they clash every week, I would love to watch that. I would love watching that. I mean, if you're a fan of TNA, who wouldn't want to love to watch that? You know, you have your fans of the new TNA, you have your fans of the old TNA, and to see them go head to head would be really exciting, and it would keep interest. Now, having said that, that would be cool if they don't do that. I think they might be kind of into crapper. Their last 2 shows were not so great. And, you know, you'd think you'd want good momentum going into face, you know, this giant monster that is WWE. You really want good momentum, and they have not had it. They just have not had it, and that's the truth with some cheese on it, so don't even lie. You're only lying to yourself. But seriously, so now for WWE. WWE Raw is a little bit of a mess. It has, you know, what are they doing with Randy? That's all I care about. No, it's not. I'm just lying. But seriously, what are you doing with Randy? Heel, face, make up your mind. And then the other thing is, TNA, stupid TNA, decides to go against Vince, right? Right when WrestleMania is around the corner. Oh, TNA, what a lovely move of you to do that. To go right against them when their biggest show is coming up. Not only their biggest show, the biggest show in wrestling. Probably ever. And they're, you know, sneaking their way in just to, what, steal the WrestleMania buzz? Well, it's not gonna work, TNA. Just takes... So that was a poor decision. Whoever was the one that brought that to the table is a moron. Around WrestleMania, the hype is there, the matches are there, the storylines are so there, the drama, everything that we love about sports entertainment is there, including wrestling. And TNA decides, oh, you know, this is their best season, let's go against them in their best season. That's a little bit stupid, isn't it? Shouldn't they have waited until the WrestleMania buzz had worn off, and then they can, you know, go against them when, you know, people aren't so into it? I mean, they have Shawn versus Taker. This is such a huge match. The expectations of this match are astronomical. And they're going against what? What are they doing? Vince is going... Here's my thing. Hogan and Bischoff and Dixie Carter, whatever. They're going against this huge monster that is Vince. Vinnie Mac looks at them, and I'm sure he's said, okay, you know, whatever, we'll plan accordingly. But does he care? Probably not. And if you were Vince McMahon, you probably wouldn't give a shit either. Just say, oh, look, that's cute. TNA's coming after us. It's cute. It's cute. It's not a big deal to Vince. I'm sure he thinks it's cute. Like, oh, look, you're so adorable coming after us. Come on, TNA. Come on. That's how Vince thinks of you, TNA. You gonna take that sitting down? No. Give us a show. So, I think WWE could possibly squash TNA in the first few weeks. And then on the other hand, maybe TNA will do great in the first few weeks and gain momentum. We'll have to see. Orgasm.